Hello, this is Edward Lambert, and I'm gonna try a new thing here where I start doing videos and talking about the graphs that I'm doing through videos. So the graph that we're looking at here is basically GDP over here on the y-axis with capacity utilization on the x-axis. This line here is GDP increasing with increasing capacity utilization. So there are equations behind this lines. I just want to talk about the chart. And then this line here is the current real GDP, $2009. At about $15,680 billion. And so you have real GDP climbing here with capacity utilization. This is the real GDP, the current real GDP. So where this line crosses the real GDP is where you have the current position of the economy, right here. Where these two solid green lines cross is where the economy is right now. You have a capacity utilization of 78% and a real GDP of $15,680 billion. And this is the effective demand limit line. And GDP is growing towards this. And it's a limit. So how is it going to get there? It could go straight up if you keep capacity utilization constant. It would just go straight up and hit the projected limit of 16.1 trillion right here. This blue line where the current capacity utilization crosses the effective demand limit line. That would be the upper limit. And then you have this limit here of 80% capacity utilization. So if capacity utilization just rose and real GDP stayed the same, it would hit a limit of how much capacity utilization could be withstood before profits are decreased. On the other hand, if capacity utilization stayed the same, there is a limit to how much real GDP you can squeeze out of this capacity utilization, this upper limit. And then beyond that, the effective demand would say, okay, no more. Profits are constrained. So the economy likes to work in a little bit of room here underneath the limit. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the unemployment rate. And what that's going to do is the economy is going to grow. Capacity utilization is going to increase. And the economy is going to follow, this current position of the economy is going to follow this dashed green line. Now when this solid green line, this solid green line, and the effective demand limit line, when they all converge, you're at the effective demand limit. So here we go. This is second quarter, 2013. 7.6% unemployment quarterly basis. I'm going to drop it. This is 7.5 unemployment rate on a quarterly basis. So you can see that 7.4, as I drop it, the real GDP is climbing. And where these lines cross is now not 78% capacity utilization, it's now at 78.4 capacity utilization right here. And now I'm going to drop the unemployment rate to 7.2% on a quarterly basis. So now we have GDP, real GDP, sitting here at around $15.9 trillion. These lines are still not crossing. There's still some room here between the current position of the economy and the effective demand limit. There's still some room. So let's drop the unemployment rate down to 7% on a quarterly basis. Now you see these lines are getting closer, and they're starting to converge on the 16.1 trillion projected limit. So this is how I'm projecting the economy is going to move. Okay, now we go down to 6.9%. And here we've hit the effective demand limit. Everything's converged on the 16.1 trillion limit. But the economy has some momentum and can push beyond that. Here's 6.8% unemployment. The effective demand limit is dropping below the crossing point. So this is where the constraint really starts to hit, according to the historical data. So the idea is projecting forward is to follow exactly how the economy moves over the next 3, 4, 6 quarters. If the economy is following this line or another line, if the effective demand limit line is moving, shifting, either way, this graph can be used to narrow in. The closer we get to the limit, the more calibration can be had so that we can see exactly where these the unemployment lines are figuring. And maybe the effective demand limit will start to increase. And then all that room for the economy can keep on growing, and the unemployment rate can come down farther than 6.8%. But if we take it back up to 7.0% unemployment on a quarterly basis, we can see that the economy is hitting that effective demand limit. So I just wanted to show this quick video and try out this new system of explaining videos. Okay.